DJDUBL.
It's DJ Double here, and today I am sat with the queen of the scene.
Woo! Hey.
Lady Leshurr's in the building. Or I should say I'm in the
You're
building.
in the building,
really. I'm in
yeah.
your building today.
In my building.
So here's a good icebreaker for the interview. I heard you used to have 11 fingers.
Yeah, I did.
That is a bit mad.
Are you trying to look at it?
Let me
want to see it?
Let me see your 11th finger.
It's just there. It looks like a little stump now. It's because basically when I was a baby, my mum noticed it and it was just like flapping around when I was waving and stuff.
Yeah.
But it only had like skin and nail, no bone. So my mum put a little bit of string around it and just pulled it off. It just came off. It shivered off into a prune.
Surgically removed your extra
Yeah,
finger.
it was just like a little small tug, and she said it shivered up into like a little prune.
Wow.
Prune juice. So that's how you make prune juice.
So that is the ice well and truly broken for this interview. Lady Leshurr, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm actually good.
It's been a minute since we last sat down and had actually like a proper interview, I'll say. And after our last time, it went through a period where you kind of went quiet. And you had a year off.
Yeah.
So what was behind that?
Basically, I just knew that I needed to take some time off. I was going through some things that were getting me down, and I was on an all-time low, man. It was one of those moments that I'll never forget because now I overcome that. But when I think back, like to why I done it, it was for all the wrong reasons, but it kind of got me to where I am now. So yeah, I just took a break. So I was going through some mad stuff, stressed and anxiety and all that stuff, and depression, and I started to find myself within that year, and I started to look at what wasn't happening in the music industry, and I realized it was fun, like entertaining videos, them old school Missy Elliott videos, the Ludacris, the Busta Rhymes, and I wanted to just rebrand that into like UK culture, and just captivate other people, because I knew what my core, I don't like to say fan base, but like the supporters, I knew who they were. I wanted to kind of reach out to different ages, different cultures, different races all around the world. So I just sat down, thought of a plan. I thought, you know what, I think I should do like freestyles that have a chorus, because all my freestyles was doing really well, and that's what made me think I need to do freestyles, because I'm getting loads of views on my freestyles but not a lot on my songs. So I thought maybe people like the way I freestyle, and maybe I just need to add a chorus to that, which makes it a song. So I just started doing that with the Queen's speeches. I had the vision, I knew exactly how I wanted to shoot it. I met this incredible guy called Wawa, who shoots all the Queen's speeches and the Unleashed as well. And we just made it happen, man. I found the right producers. I co-produced everything, co-directed everything, because I knew what my vision was. When I sat down in that year, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And I think sometimes you have to take some time away to just rebrand sometimes if it's not working for you. You have to make change to see change. So I took a year out, and it was painful because I was depressed that I wasn't doing music. But I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to do something different to get to the next level. So, yeah.
And now Lady Leshurr 2.0 is here. It feels like even from how you were in that last interview and your live performances around that time compared to how you are now, you seemed a lot more shy, a lot more held back, and now it's like you're very outgoing, and your stage performance is next level. The energy is just way up. Is that something that you had to really force yourself to do and practice with, or did it just come naturally this time around?
It was just natural. Do you mean like the performances and stuff like that?
I think everything. I mean, it may be because I didn't know you then, that was the first time we met, but in the interview you were very, very quiet, and you had your hat down.
Yeah, still got my head down low.
Just very quiet, and it seemed to me that you were quite shy.
Yeah.
I think every time I've met you since, you've been the opposite.
I mean, when you've met me, I'm lit. I'm turned up. So, it's always, you've caught me on the right times. But I genuinely, as Melisha, not Lady Alicia, as Melisha, I am quite shy. I'm quite like the opposite to what I show everybody else in my music. But at the same time, the banter stuff that I do with Queen Speech, that's me. That's how I even created it, because I like to banter. I like to like diss people, but in the funny way, and you just have them little dissing matches that you had in school or whatever. So I just thought I would just put that into my music and make people laugh, entertain people. But yeah, I've always been a shy person. It depends. If I know you, then you get to see a bit more of Melisha. But if I'm just meeting you, that's probably why I was shy. Because I'm not really good with interviews. I blab a lot. Like, this is probably 10 minutes long now because I blab a lot. But if I feel comfortable around you, then yeah, you'll see more of me. You know what I mean? That's
good. That's good. Every time I've tried to get hold of you, I think in the last 18 months, because I didn't want it to be a 3-year gap between interviews.
Oh gosh.
But for about the last year and a half, every time I've tried to pin you down for an interview, you've been out in America.
Yes.
So what's going on out in America that I need to know about?
So America, I'm just working on my album, Queen of the Scene. It was meant to drop this year, but I felt like I'd be forcing it if I tried to just drop it. It needs promo and everything. These are the things that I didn't realize before that I know now. So I just want to make sure it's right, it's ready for the people. So it will be next year now, no, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not going to say start, middle, or end. I'm just going to say next year, because I just need to make sure it, when you're hearing music, like your own work, and it's a work of art, like it's a work of art, you'll feel it. But sometimes when I listen to my music, I know that something's not right, or it's just a word that's not right, and I'll go back and fix it, because I know that if it doesn't sound right to me, it won't sound right to you or anyone else. So I'm a perfectionist when it comes to music. So yeah, next year. And that's the reason why I've been in America, basically, and just meeting a few people.
Drop some names, because you're so modest about who a few people is. I know you've been working with Timberland.
Yeah.
Come on, let's have some more names. This is the time to shine and put it out there.
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. I don't think I've said this yet in an interview. Queen Speech 5. Okay, I wrote the first part of Queen Speech 5 like 8 months before I released it, because it wasn't for Queen Speech 5. It was just a beat in it. It was just a freestyle that I'd done to a beat. So I decided to put it on this part, and there's a line that I say, all blacked out like Akon.
I know where this is going as
now,
well.
it was so awkward. Imagine this. So Akon has called me when I'm in London, and he's just like, I need to fly you over, we need to speak and whatever. So I've gone over there, but he said come over like Christmas times. So I'm thinking, what? Because I don't usually do anything for Christmas. So I thought, okay, why not spending Christmas with Akon? That's crazy. So I flew over there. Imagine he wasn't even there. It was his security guard and another girl that was there, and that was it. So me, my manager, and I flew Wawa out as well, because I wanted to shoot it in LA. We was just in his house, just chilling, and it was oh my gosh, his house was all white. This is what inspired this house, the blue. He had all blue lights like this under everything, under his counters, under his chairs. It was all lit up. It's like a £3 million house. Outside, he's got like, it's like another house, but it's outside. So he's got a bed, a big white,
a guest house,
poster, like kitchen, a pool. There's an oven. Like I was just like, wow, man. And with me, I don't get gas, so I didn't even really snap his house. I just snapped me in the studio. I didn't snap his house because I just thought, one, it's respect, and two, I don't want to look like one of those gas people. With people that you meet, like Akon or people like Kanye West, they're the people that you can't be gassed around, because they're gonna see that you're not ready for this kind of life if you're getting gassed, tweeting and stuff like that. So I didn't put anything up in it, and I didn't want people to know what was going on. So I had to record Queen Speech 5 in his studio, but he wasn't there. So he's went, yeah, you can use my engineers. His engineers came. His engineer actually laughed at that line in it, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what Akon's going to think when he hears it. So eventually Akon came a couple of days later. And it was just awkward, man. I just remember his face. He laughed though. That's what I loved about Akon, because he had banter. He laughed, but it took him a while to laugh. Like the bar went past, 3 bars later, he's laughed. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So you had to process it for a minute.
Yeah, man. He must have, and his face popped up as well. Imagine that. Imagine he's coming to watch it and his face has popped up, and I've said that about him. So it could either go one way or the other. So I'm just thinking, oh my gosh. But yeah, he took it well, man. He's a really funny guy. He doesn't show that in his music, but he's one of the best guys I've met that are celebrities. Yeah, yeah, he's really cool, man.
Around this time last year, you were supposed to be doing a show in Seattle with Lil Wayne.
You're gonna make me cry.
I can see the heartbreak,
the pain,
what
the
happened?
torture.
There was a flyer and a poster. Actually,
There was a video.
There's proper salt going in the wounds
literally.
now.
Okay, you know what? The salt would be in the wounds right now if that was it and I could never perform with him again. But with the Seattle thing, it was like I was on an all-time high, you know, throughout the year. And then in December, which was my birthday, I went to South Africa to record a video with Tigger, the author. And then straight from South Africa, somebody robbed my laptop and my phone from South Africa, so I was screwing. I lost all my lyrics, everything. I had to write Queen Speech 5 again, everything was and then I had to go to Jamaica from South Africa to record a music video with Egyptian. Right. So it was like I was just, and then from there it's like I got stuck.
Sorry, let me stop you there. I have a very quick question about the Egyptian one. Is that the furthest you've ever gone for an 8-bar feature?
You know what, you could be right, you know. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because it's basically repeated, so it is an 8-bar. But yeah, I think, Jamaica's the first time I've been to Jamaica that time as well, so It was a good experience. However, my manager was telling me that we had to wait in Jamaica to get my visa, because before that I tried to go to Texas to perform for the Samsung event. That was when I got the Samsung advert and that. Was paying mad money, and I was just thinking my mom's mortgage. That's all I was thinking on the plane there, you know. Got there, she said the wrong thing, and she said that I've come for business, and I've said I've come for like just leisure. Right. I didn't have a visa or nothing, so I've gone thinking, they've never asked me anything else. I've gone through and they're like, no, they deported me back. So I had a big fat stamp on my passport saying she's not allowed in America without a visa, so I had to pay for a visa. And during that time, so from September to December, we're waiting, and it was such a tight squeeze. It was probably like a month and 3 weeks that it came. Yeah. But we had to make sure it got transported to Jamaica, because we would be in Jamaica them times. So that, fast forward, we've just shot the video of Egyptian in Jamaica, and it's like the 13th of December. It's meant to come on the 17th. My birthday's on the 15th. So my birthday's come and everything. I'm running out of clothes because we have to basically wait in Jamaica for the visa to fly straight to Seattle. The show was on the 18th, so it was such a squeeze. And then on the 16th, I'm praying, you know, I'm like, please, Lord, man, this is too much of a tight squeeze. But I'm praying. The next day comes, the 17th. I've gone down to the hotel. They're saying nothing has came. I'm like, are you being serious? We've gone to the post, what is it? The UPS? Is it UPS or something like that? Royal Mail. No idea. Royal Mail UPS.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the people that come out and deliver to you. It was closed, and it said the next time they're open is in Monday. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss the show. Then we've emailed Royal Mail, and they're saying they tried to deliver to the hotel, but they refused it. Bruh, like literally, I was just like, oh my gosh, it wasn't cheap to stay in this big posh hotel, you know. It's like £100 a night. So there's me and my manager, it's like £200 a night we're spending to wait for a visa that is not gonna come in time. So it's like everything went downhill. Like my birthday was ruined, that was ruined, everything was ruined. However, now I can smile and finally say there was a reason that didn't happen, because I'm having the same opportunity again next year with Lil Wayne.
Okay, right. Oh, okay. So 2017, you're on the lineup with Weezy.
Yeah, and I don't know if I was meant to say it, and I'm sorry if I wasn't meant to, but I'm sounding. Oh my gosh!
I heard the squeal straight after, like that's.
No, I got that mini little gas. Literally, it's took a year. It's literally took a year to get back to that point where I can say, I missed out on a massive opportunity, but, you know, don't ever think that that's the only opportunity. Make sure you make more noise to gain their attention again and get you on the same bill again next year.
And it's happening.
Same thing happening. So, sorry, I'm just a little bit, I'm all shook up now.
I love that. Is it safe to say that Lil Wayne is still your ultimate? When we spoke last time, you said that dead or alive, you'd most like to work with Lil Wayne. Is that
100%?
Does that remain? Yeah.
It will always remain. It's either him or Eminem, because Eminem's the reason why I wanted to be serious about becoming a rapper. And Lil Wayne just kept it going with the punchlines, and he showed me that you could say things that are funny and get away with it, but you have to do it in a way where people can laugh and be like, yeah, that's wavy. You know what I mean? So it's them two that do it for me, but mainly him.
What's your label situation now? You're 100% independent, right?
I'm independent. I'm still independent, I'll say that. But I am signed. I'm signed to Sony, and I'm signed to a publishing deal with BMG.
Okay. So signed to Sony for what, as distribution or?
No, it's a album release.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, but I mainly do everything myself. Everything that they're meant to do, I choose to do.
Right, okay.
Only because, you know, they approached me and they said, the way that you promote, the way that you get your supporters like involved, keep doing all of that. We'll just push you. We'll just pay for the videos and stuff like that. Everything else, the Queen's speeches, I still do with my guy.
Right, okay.
And that's just normal.
Hence why they're in America, though. Sony's paying now.
But yeah, literally, I didn't want to feel, because they wanted to take everything over, but I was like, I didn't want to feel signed. I feel like the moment you feel signed, the moment everything's, you know, they take over everything, you start to feel weird, because that's how I felt at the start. They're taking over my social networks, and it just didn't feel right. The tweets didn't sound like me. So I just like, it's going to be me. I'm going to do the Facebook. I'm going to run the Twitter. I'm going to run the Instagram. I'm running Snapchat, everything, you know what I mean? I've got to keep being me. That's how I got to where I am. So the only thing that they do is add to what I already have. You know what I mean? So
I heard a rumor a little while ago that you were offered a deal by Young Money. Is that true?
Where did you get that from?
My sources.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. No, I did say it to one interview. One. And that was when I was turned up. So you know when you're turned up, you're just having a little gander, you're having a little chin wag and all that. But yeah, that was when I released Queen's Speech 2. So that was the time when, you know, Drake was having problems with the label. Even Lil Wayne weren't getting paid by the label. And I just thought, you know, the only reason why I wanted to join was for Lil Wayne. Right. The fact that he's leaving now, I don't want to join Young Money, because it's not Young Money. Right. It's Birdman money. You know what I mean? So I never think about the money, you know. That's one thing with me. I've never ever thought I'm going to take this because of the money, because that never ever works out. I've seen people crash and burn. They get like £1 million or $500,000 and they don't invest it in themselves, or they're spending it on cars and clothes and ice and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Things that are not going to last. So I've saw that happen in front of my own 2 eyes, and I'm not naming no names, but yeah, I've looked at that, and I've always been inspired to just invest in yourself and save up, you know, and get houses and put it into other stuff that is going to generate money, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just looked at that and I was like, nope, you can offer me any money in the world and you're not going to. I've been offered a lot of money, you know, that's the thing, but I don't boast about it. I don't ever say. If people asked, I will probably say, but I don't ever just jump on and say, I've been offered this, offered that. Because to me, it's not about the money, man. It's not. It's about longevity.
And you know what? You've proved that, because I want to touch on another rumour now. I feel like the rumour guy, the gossip guy at the moment. I heard, this is how most of my questions are starting today. I heard a rumour that, look how nervous you are.
I know, I'm scared.
That you turned down a lot of money to not do, I should say, a Nicki Minaj diss.
Oh, that
yeah. Someone in America, someone reputable, I heard.
That was that was the first time I mentioned anything about, because that was the first time I flew out to meet with a massive record label. Which was? Atlantic Records.
Okay.
Yeah, but they've all changed now, so the person that approached me is not there.
So the A&R suggested that Right, let's break you out in America with a huge Nicki Minaj diss.
Yeah, because he saw my Look At Me Now cover on World Star.
Okay.
And a hater, I don't know who it is, but they had my number and they were posting my real number thousands of times. I just kept seeing it when I was scrolling through the comments.
On World Star.
Yeah, and they must have got it from there because it was just always at the top when I used to check how many views it had. It's always at the top, so they must have called. And every time around 3 o'clock in the morning, because I was always up these times, I'm seeing New York call me, and I'm picking it up. And I'm thinking that they're pranking me, so I'm putting the phone down each time. Eventually, after the 4th time they've called, I've answered, and there was like, please don't put the phone down. This is serious. This isn't a joke. And then I listened, I heard them out, and they was like, I'm going to fly you out to New York next week. So they did. And then we had the meeting. It was just, I don't know, man. It was just weird. I got a weird vibe about the whole situation. The fact that you only want me to do a diss record. That's how you want to break me. You don't want to break me because of my talent. You don't want to break me because of how I sound and what my style's like. You just want me to take down another female rapper. And that was something I felt a bit... I will never do that because that's something I've always been against. I've always been female empowerment, all that. Like, it's all about the girls, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it just didn't sit right with me.
How much did they offer?
I've never said the figure before, I don't think. Have you ever heard me say the figure?
Maybe.
You're going to lie now just so you get the figure?
I've never heard the figure.
Money. I think it started at 75,000
pounds.
That's
or dollars. That makes a difference. It makes a big difference.
100%.
So they offered you right. Okay, so it started at 75,
and then it went up. I think the max that he offered was 250. And at that time, you know, this is like 5-6 years ago. That's a lot. It's still a lot of money, but that is a lot of money. For me, a young girl coming through, just done a little cover, and bam, you're offering me money that can get my mum a mortgage, get me a mortgage, get my whole family a mortgage. That's
not just a mortgage. You could buy a house outright.
100%.
So I feel like if Nicki ever watches this interview, we need to get a collaboration going on here now, because you turned down £250,000 to knock this Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that makes me feel sick in my belly.
But I feel like you made the right decision 100%. Because that would have been one you could have just got swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could eat her in a battle though? Sorry, I'm pushing it now.
Nah, man, I've never even thought in that way. You see, when I do music, I just do music for me. You gotta be the best you, because you can only be you. So I never say I'm gonna be the best female rapper in the world. You gotta just be the best you, and that's it. Keep progressing.
I like that. And that might be the answer to the next question now, because in the UK throughout 2016, there's been so many female rappers that have flourished, you know, that have really come to the surface. And almost people that were invisible in 2015 are now getting a lot of attention. And what I was going to say to you, as someone who's been a very prominent female in the UK scene for years, is it good for you that there's more female rappers?
Yes.
Or is it competition for you?
No, it's not competition. It's more, sorry, I didn't say it in a rude way. Like, and for females, man, we need more females, because when I was doing it in 2012, we had Lioness, Miss Brat, Ada, Baby Blue, you know, we had bare people, and then they started to just kind of disappear, man. It was really upsetting for me, because I felt like there was that moment where we was just doing songs after songs, and it was just female all-stars, all females on a track, and it felt so healthy. It felt really great. And I don't know what happened, man. I really don't, but it's really healthy to see that there's younger females coming up now, because they're inspired by the people that came before them, or they're just on their own wave and they just want to make a noise, and that's it really. And it's good. Everything's good, female or male. I don't like the category of female or male, you know, but, you know, whatever. I like it. It's healthy for the scene.
Dope. When I was looking through your videos, I came across a video that made me really sad, actually. I don't know how many years ago it was. You look quite young. And it's you talking about...
Do I look old now?
No. But I mean, I'll show you the video in a minute. You look mad young. Like, you look...
I think
really
I know
young.
which one you're going to say. Am I talking?
Yeah, it's where you talk about your social medias and your YouTube's being hacked.
That's because my face was a bit chubby. So when my face is chubby, I look young for some reason. And my hair's up out my face. I was thinking that.
Yeah, so you talk about your social medias and your YouTube account all being hacked. And it says in the title, was hacked by my best friend. Like, what happened with that? What's that? What is that whole situation?
No one's ever really asked. I think everybody knows that there was a time when me and Paige Keke, you guys call her, we was doing a duo thing, because that was my vision. I thought to get her notice and to get her recognition in the scene, we'd have to do something like that, because at that time people knew me, so I just wanted to help her. That's all I wanted to do at that time, because at that time there was nobody really. It was just us two, and I think Shiesty was still doing her thing, Nole was still doing her thing as well, but there was no one new that was coming out, so I really wanted to help her. I wanted to push her, so that's what I was doing. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. This has never been addressed. So, you know, I've never threw her under the bus, but there was a little situation where I really don't understand why it was done. Now I really want to ask her why. I've just swept it under the rug. I've kept it moving. I've forgiven, but I won't forget. But I've never understood why that was done. But yeah, that was done. I don't know what else to say about it. It was deleted. Everything was deleted, and I don't know why it was an attack to me when all I wanted to do was help. But I don't know. I think that whole situation is the reason why I'm where I am. That's why I can never look at anything negative. I look at that and I think, you know what, destroy to rebuild. Maybe I did need to destroy everything I had before and rebrand myself and recreate myself, because not having those things there just made me think, you know what, I need to look somewhere else now. I need to look to the future. I need to try something different. And yeah, it really did motivate me to get to where I am now. So I would never say I wish that never happened to me. I'm glad that happened to me, because it taught me how to rebuild from the ground up again, even though it burnt, you know. Imagine having 50,000 followers on Instagram. And the thing I'm grateful about is that she didn't delete the YouTube account. The only videos that were left there was the video that me and her done. That's what made me a little bit suspicious. But I'm just grateful that I had that, because I had 300,000 subscribers. So I've built from that now. And that would have been pain. But yeah, everything else you can get back, you know. You can get anything back. You can actually get anything back. And that's what this lesson taught me, that I can get anything I want back. Don't ever be sad about anything. Just move on and just try to be better.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger,
exactly.
Right?
That is the saying, isn't it? That's the saying.
So, because your social media tools are so instrumental to everything you do, innit? From Snapchat, your Insta, everything is. That's mad. The Queen's Speech series. So you already spoke about how and why you came up with the ideas for it. I like it.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I like it because your Queen's Speech stuff. For starters, you never cuss. I've never heard you cuss, and for me, it feels like you can reach other audiences. You can reach younger audiences, so you're going to have parents that are happy for their kids to listen, but also you're going to have people that don't necessarily listen to grime or rap, listening to it and not getting offended. And so it adds the fun element to the genre. Is that one of the angles you wanted to do? Did you want to attack that new audience?
I definitely wanted to gain more supporters, but I've never not cussed because I wanted to please anyone. Right. It's just how I've been brought up. My mum's always never cussed around me, and I grew up really good when it came to, you know, no swearing, no profanity and violence and stuff, talking about violence, shall I say. And basically that is what makes me who I am. Not cussing, not swearing, not saying, you know, I got a big booty, you know, or show flesh. Everything I do is because of my queen mother. She's taught me the best. But yeah, I think that's it. And the Queen's Speech situation, with that, I wanted to show grime in a better light, because I felt the time I started doing grime, it was on its come up, but people still associated it with violence and drugs and aggressive words and stuff. I can't even get my words out. But yeah, man, I wanted to just take it away from that. It's slowed down a little bit, but it's still grime. It's still got them grime elements. It's still raw, but it's simple. That's just because I wanted everyone to hear exactly what I said. I wanted to have a balance. And at that time, I was listening and watching a lot of battle rap. Right. And I love battle rap. And I think, why are these battle rappers so sick, but they don't do songs? And that is what made me have a light bulb. Ding, I'm going to do battle rap bars and incorporate a chorus and a bridge and basically everything you need for a song, and capture different audiences. Radio as well. I did not know that the Queen's Speech would work well on radio. I didn't think Brush Your Teeth would work well on radio. Crispy Bacon, I didn't know, but I think the reason why they work well is because no one's doing them, and it makes people laugh, and it's friendly. You can't be cussing and being aggressive and sounding aggressive and try to have daytime radio play. That's not going to work. You know what I mean? So you have to have a balance of everything, a balance of sex appeal. That's why I don't really show a lot. I'll show my belly. I think that's enough flesh and legs sometimes, but I want people to hear what I say before they see what I look like. You know what I mean? And you got to have a balance of everything. So that whole year, I sat down, I wrote everything I wanted to do, what I wanted to wear, everything. And all the things that I wear in my Queen speeches, I have to say this, I've created myself, and I've made sure that you can get them from Primark or you can get it from Topshop, because I want to relate to the common man, the common girl, you know what I mean? Yeah. People that don't look at the video and think, oh, she's got amazing jeans on, but I bet I can't get them, you know what I mean? I wanted to get wear something that anyone can get, so it's so basic, but it's that urban street wear.
That's dope. Were you ever worried about becoming a gimmick with the Queen's Speech series? Because it's to date, it's probably your strongest project. Think Lady Leshurr, think Queen's Speech, you know. So, I mean, a lot of people, especially the new fans, don't know about the back catalogue of mixtapes and the freestyles other than Queen's Speech. So was that a concern to you?
Yes, it was a massive concern to me. It was a sacrifice I had to take, actually. I had to actually sit myself down and say, the fast spitting isn't working for you anymore. It's a great party trick, but no one can sing along. That's how I had to keep just drilling it into my head, because everyone knew me to be that girl. Oh, spit fast, or oh, she's gonna do that fast spit first. You know what I mean? And to me, I don't know, man. I just had to think, you know what? I need to drop it out. I need to slow down. I need to get people to sing along to my songs. And at that time, I was listening to a lot of pop, a lot of country, a lot of rock. I wanted to see what melodies they used, how they put a chorus together. All those things is what makes Queen's Speech. It's not even, I was looking at grime and the grime elements, and obviously I know how to do grime. I don't really need to look at any other grime artists to see how to structure a bar. But the melodies on a grime beat, it's very rare to have pop melodies or a singing melody and still sound cool doing it, you know what I mean? So I had to listen to a lot of different music and R&B and stuff, and that's how I come up with all the melodies. If you've noticed, every single Queen's Speech, except for Queen's Speech 1 and 2, because I was still finding myself, has a melody. Haters pre me every day, and my thing is all melody. Brush your teeth, I can't believe it. It's all melody, you know what I mean? Because I know that you need to have a singing part. You can't have too much bars. People will start getting lost. Where's the chorus? And I don't know if people have noticed that the whole verse of any Queen's Speech, a first verse and a second verse, is 32 bar. That's a long verse. It's usually 16. But because I incorporated melody, it goes over your head. You don't realise that I'm still in the verse, but I'm doing melody there. That's what I mean. I had to actually sit down and think of something that no one else is doing. Yeah. I've told you the secret now. It's the secret. But yeah, man. I really had to put some work in.
What's your career highlight so far, do you reckon?
Oh my gosh, this baby here. This is one of my main
Mobo. Yeah, congratulations, by the way. I completely forgot to mention.
I don't know if you can you see that on there?
Award winner.
You can't really see that on there.
Take the camera over there.
Right, shall I take it out?
There we go. Take the camera
oh my God. So, guys, I need to turn it around now.
We're bringing the GoPro.
This is my Mobo Award. Best Female. I actually forgot what it was for then. Best Female Act. I've always wanted a mobile award. I've grew up watching this for years on end, thinking I'm never going to be on that stage. Anybody that is watching this and is an artist, or you design or anything, keep going for your goals, man. The impossible is now possible. I've got all these awards just from grinding and just from, you know, carrying on. That's not a Grammy, by the way. People think this is a Grammy, but it's not an Oscar. No. It's from Madam Tussauds. It's basically inspiration. So I get one of those. That's what that is. Yeah.
There you go. That's the career highlight. Congratulations. Yeah. Award winner. Okay, so the album. Let me ask it properly. Where are you now with the album?
Where are you now?
Like what I did there?
Yeah, I love it. The album, as I said, to me, it's like 75% done. And I did really want to put it out this year, but you know when you just want it to feel right? So the album is 75% done. Feature-wise, it's not looking good. No, I'm very joking. Nah, I didn't really want that many features on it because it's my journey. I want to just tell my story first. I want to do a Bryson Tiller, man. I want to just come through, get that platinum, you know, and feed my family. Nah, serious. I just wanted to have it as me, and Wiley, obviously the Where Are You Now song will be on there.
Yeah.
But it's just key. It will be key features that have really inspired me. Unfortunately, not Lil Wayne, but it's certain features that has took me to the next level in life, or I've looked up to them, you know. So that is all I'm getting. That's all you're getting. Sorry.
That's all we're getting. So you think maybe 2017, but we'll see. You don't want to put a date on it.
It has to be next year, man, because for me, man, I feel that when you get that certain buzz, you see with Americans, yeah, they'll have a big song out and then they'll have an album ready for next week, like, and you know what I mean? I wanted to do it like that, but it obviously hasn't gone like that because I've been so busy with shows. Shows have really slowed me down, you know. It would be done, it would be out, but I've been touring. I've been touring a lot this year, so it's really took out a lot of time. So next year, I'm just going to say next year. Woo.
But the touring's not stopping next year, of course, because you just announced the UK tour, looking pretty healthy, and the Australia and New Zealand tour.
That's amazing to me.
That is pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Will this be your first time down there?
Yeah, 100%. I've never done Australia before. I never thought my music would even reach out to there. So it's going to be crazy hearing them say my song in their accent. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Do you need a tour DJ?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I always need a tour. What are you saying? You want to be my tour DJ?
I'll definitely come to Australia and New Zealand and be a tour DJ.
Well, New Zealand, unfortunately, that's already been taken. Right. That's because, you see, when you go to Australia, you have to fill out an 80-page contract just to perform there. Really? 80-page per person. So, and you have to get in way before you arrive. So that's already been filled out, unfortunately. But yeah, man, definitely we should do something. We should definitely.
So this is called the fun bit. I don't think we did this the first time round. I'm going to find out about Lady Leshurr from a different perspective, a non-musical perspective, with some fast questions. You ready, Lady Leshurr, for the fun bit?
Give it to me.
Favorite movie?
I don't have one. It used to be Shrek. Used to know all the words of that.
What is your hidden talent?
What? Can you laughing? Leah, what is my hidden talent? I can cook up an amazing alcoholic beverage. I actually done that at my party the other day. I called it the surprise. I put in loads of different types, like a cocktail, and everyone was like, this is banging. I thought, oh, maybe I should go into bartending now.
I don't think there's as much money.
But for the kids, okay, that's just for the adults. The kids look at this one. Producing, I like to produce.
There we go.
Yeah.
If you could have any animal for a pet, what would it be?
Kitten.
A kitten?
Yeah, I was going to say cat, but kitten.
What's the scariest thing that ever happened to you?
A spider. I don't want to think about it.
So you're terrified of spiders. On these white walls as well, even the smallest spiders.
Now, you know
gonna show
what?
up.
No spider. That's one thing that I asked the woman that passed over the keys to this place. I said, do spiders get up here? She's like, it's very rare that spiders get in here. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my palace. It's meant to be. Let me just quickly just tell you a little story what happened, and this is the reason why I'm scared of spiders.
Go on.
Okay, when I was 12 years old, I was sleeping and I got woken up out of my sleep because I felt something crawling, and it was crawling into my mouth, and I was just like this, and when I looked and dropped, it was a massive spider.
How big? How big's massive? Because people that are scared of spiders.
This is the body. It was it's like it dropped. Oh my God. Nah, I'm getting nightmares. I'm going to have nightmares. Seriously, that makes my heart feel funny, man. And yeah, that was the first time, and it just felt furry. I can't get the feeling and the look out of my mind, and that's the reason why is it arachnophobia?
Yeah.
Arachnophobic. I'm arachnophobic. I hate it. I hate spiders. I hate them.
Who's your favourite superhero?
I don't like this question because I really don't have one. I don't have a superhero. My mother.
Yeah. What is the last dream you remember having?
Oh my gosh, I had a dream this morning. I was getting no, it wasn't this morning, it was last night. I was getting attacked by this big, it looked like an Eiffel Tower, but it was a dinosaur head on an Eiffel Tower, basically. It kept trying to attack me, and it was trying to find me in places. I went up back to my mom's house. My mom was like, hide under here. And I hid under the bunk bed, and it came, and it's like it could smell me, and it just took me, and I tried to wake up, and I woke up. So I don't know what that Eiffel Tower dinosaur was trying to take me.
What is the best thing about where you're from?
The best thing about where I'm from, Birmingham, 0121. It's basically just saying 0121. I love that. It just flows off the hand.
You do it quick with the hands.
Yeah, 0121. So you just got to flick it up. Also just representing it, man. Because I've been doing it for so long, and I've always said on tracks, or I've always said in interviews, I've always been representing my city. I'm always like, Birmingham's on the rise. And it really is now. A lot of people are coming out of there now that are really doing their thing. Yeah,
shout out to JK and Miss. They're doing business.
JK just sold out headline show, his first headline show. That's really big for Birmingham. Miss is doing his thing as well. Predator's always been doing his thing, and he's finally getting recognition. C4, his brother. Bass Boy. There's a few of them, man. There's a few of them coming up. There's a new girl, actually, a female, Lady Sanity. She's really good and tremendous. She's an amazing female rapper.
Lady Sanity.
She's coming up. Tremendous. She's like poetic justice, man. Yeah, she's coming up, Lady Sanity. She just done some West Midlands BBC thing, and she shouted me out as well, so big up her, man. I listened to her music recently. I think she's doing her thing.
Sick. The last one, who is the most famous person in your phone?
I don't know. I've got a few. Timbo
the king.
I think so.
That's it. Lady Leshurr, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, man.
It's DJ Double here with the queen of the scene.
Queen of the scene!
The album might drop this year. It might not. we don't know.
Wait, when are you dropping this? So we're basically meant to be saying it's going to drop this year. And these times I've been saying next year. So they're going to think it's 2018. No, it's 2017. It's going to drop, guys.
Everything. I'll put a disclaimer.
It's his fault.
This year.
Yeah.
DJ Double with Lady Leshurr.
Woo! Wait, let me just end it like this. Queen of the scene!